well, before we actually do that, I just want to let everybody know that yesterday was Jonas's birthday. So I'm wondering if you guys can come together with me and embarrass Jonas by singing happy birthday. Can we do that? All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jonas. Happy birthday to you. Woo. All right. Now we're going to get ready. He doesn't have any credits or anything. I don't really have anything to say about him. He's just a guy we pulled off the street. We were just like, hey, we want to make some beats. We were like, okay, let's do it. Now, this guy, he's the one that created a beat happening. So give it up for that. And so he's going to play a little bit. He doesn't do this very often, at least at a beat happening. So we're just going to play a little bit. And I think, when did you release? You just released a single this Friday? Yesterday. You just released a new single, so go check that out. Luvjonez beat on Bandcamp, all the streaming apps, whatever. All over the place. I'm not going to say any more. I'm just going to let him do the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Luvjonez.
What was that? All right, I'll do something a little different. Like Lee was saying, it's funny, so this is the 7th year of doing a beat happening. I have only booked myself twice. This is the second time. The first time I played was back in 2017, the second show we ever did. And I've done a lot since then. And so I'm going to play some recent productions, a kind of ridiculous intro that I made for myself because I never talk on the mic, and I wanted to shout out myself. And then I'm going to do some tracks that have like some before and after stuff of collaborations that have been birthed from the music that I released. So I'll just kind of do some little storytelling in between and try not to waste too much time. I know you're here for the music. All
right. I have to tell everybody about myself.
Let me introduce myself. Let me introduce myself. Let me introduce myself. Let me introduce myself. My name is Luvjonez.
Sunshine, 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 sunshine.
This is the one I put out yesterday.
Feel the same way that I do. Let's get it together. feel the same way that I do, let's get it together. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. In my time thinking about you.
But I feel like whatever music you're doing, you should want to be worldly. You know what I mean? If you're not doing shit to be remembered forever, then what are you doing it for?
Lyrical miracle. I'm the lyrical Jesse James. So that's just a little sampling of some of this recent work and some stuff that I just like that I've made. Now I'm gonna play a few snippets of things that I made that started as beats that I released out into the world, and then MCs wrote songs to them and sent them back to me, and then I re-released them as songs, which happens a lot actually. Everything I do is instrumental hip hop, but then when I release it, it's kind of like a public beat tape, and then MCs will either freestyle to it or write whole songs to it, and then they send it back to me, and then a lot of times I'm like really impressed at how introspective a lot of it ends up being, you know, or just what they do with it. Anything that, because a lot of times I'll just title stuff that I made up as I was making it, and they'll build a whole song around that title, which is wild to me, because I'm like, it sounds kind of like this. This one I called Couch Cushion. I put it out on an album called Everything at Once during the height of the pandemic. I was just like trapped at home in my studio, which was cool, horrible for the rest of the world, but I felt like I was on like an artistic sabbatical. So I put this beat out, and then local MC Matt Randall and Young Sharpmain, I don't know if folks know them, but they wrote the song. They called it Trey Frank, and they sent it back. So I'm going to play the beat, a little bit of the beat, and then I'll play the song that they made to it. And here it is.
America shallow, my niggas is lawless. Figure her shout out, my woman is flawless. She hold her bag like a Birkin, 4 in her purse for a perfect. Life is perfect. My life is gorgeous, I'ma get it how I live, dog. Life is perfect when you him, dog. I ain't them, I'm him. 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 Got it. I ain't them, I'm him. You went from child my patience, now we on the same vibration. Going on playing vacations, yeah we both make bold statements. I really love how you boss it, I really wanna show you off. In the loft blowing hashish, I ain't gon' lie, bring sand to my beach. I ain't gotta speak, I know you a freak, go girl. Really wanna show you the whole world. Really wanna make your toes curl. Think about when we was no good. We weathered the storm. I'm about to love you forever and more. Even if I gotta take a little L, I'm in the game no matter the score. Now she gon' flatter me more. Laying there flat on the floor. Vibrations think that she know it. Fuck it, let's live in the moment. You know I'm him. Always keep my cup filled up to the brim. And be glow, we gon' win. Better ask about who I'm is. America shallow, my niggas is lawless. Figure her shout out, my woman is flawless. She hold her bag like a Birkin, 4 in her purse for a perfect. Life is perfect. My life is gorgeous, I'ma get it how I live, dog. Life is perfect when you him, dog. I ain't them, I'm him. I ain't them, I'm him.
If anybody
I
knows
ain't them,
Mal
I'm
London,
him. I ain't
local
them, I'm
R&B
him.
singer.
I ain't them, I'm him.
He's next
I ain't
on the
them,
verse,
I'm
and I've been trying to get him on
I
the
ain't
song.
them, I'm him. I ain't them, I'm him.
Listen, ping from the homegirl talking about how she always had feelings. More or less, I'm just chilling. Chilling back, what was you saying? You throw bay off the douche. You make it your pride and your mission. Oh boy, do I love a commitment. Respectfully with no intentions. Look, what I be saying should come with a fee. Asking, looking for God, you look to your left, you look right at me. You see, I'm humbly stating no parent, keep building this world, no ocean like beams. This is my time, this what I mean. They wanna be him, you know who it be.
America shallow, my niggas is lawless. Figure her shout out, my woman is flawless. She hold her bag like a Birkin, 4 in her purse for a perfect. Life is perfect. My life is gorgeous, I'ma get it how I live, dog. Life is perfect when you him, dog. I ain't them, I'm him. 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 I ain't them, I'm him.
All right, that's not the whole song, but I don't need to play the whole thing. This, like I was saying, Mal London was the second verse in that song, and he's like an R&B singer / rapper in town whose voice sounded great to me over this, and so we tried to build and make some more songs after this, but that's still in the progress. The next song I'm gonna play is a track called Treehouse. Again, a little snippet of it. This one was pretty interesting. The beat may not be all that interesting, but the story that was birthed out of this was like, I put this out, one of my albums, and an MC named Visualize the Poet sent me the track back and had written a whole song around it. Even had like an engineer like rearrange it and do all kinds of stuff, and I was impressed with it. He got my name spelled wrong when he released it, and so he reached out again, and I was like, next time I'll release it and spell everything correctly. But the cool thing that happened after this is it wasn't just a one-off. Like, it ended up birthing 3 albums with him. And I remember he emailed me while I was being interviewed once, and I checked my email, and he was like, check your email, and I checked it. And he had sent a full 14-track album of songs that he had pulled off from my albums on Bandcamp and recorded like a whole album to. And then he did that 2 more times. So I never actually was in the studio with him or produced the songs for him. They were already out in the world. He found them and recorded whole songs to them. So I was really impressed at like his work ethic, and he picked a lot of the songs that I always was like, this would be cool if a rapper rapped over it, but I don't really reach out to rappers that often, so it was cool when a whole project came back to me. So you'll probably recognize it's a pretty famous Isley Brothers break in this, but again, I played a little snippet of the song and then the track that came with that, or as a result of that.
Sun came out, hope we make peace. That gunplay all played out. My brother from another mother, he found a way out. Say what? He said he's straight now, chipped up and draped out from the face down. Hey gal, I know it's been a minute, you see. I wrote this letter and then shredded it, cause on the real, I ain't never had no intent on sending it. That's to the plethora. The poetic seem to stroke over every letter. Divine altitudes by every measure. My cousin, shit, he a clever fella, and put me up on rap music as I plucked my feathers. All the trust fund dwindle, but the fun was never crippled. And my sister quick to punch you in your face. You try to tickle her like, hold up, baby girl. Hold up, baby girl. Hold up. We gonna need another round, new baby on the way. We gonna need another crown, another day, another dollar. I tell my uncle holla, I'm sorry that I missed the funeral. If anybody could relate in this world, I figured you would know. But you know the wind blows, another leaf lost. Nobody's perfect, father, take a look at these flaws. They say that family cause the deepest, look at these scars. Keep moments remind many what you do.
Alright, again, I didn't play the full song. But like I said, like all those albums are available on streaming. It was pretty cool to see how much he could create without almost any direction. Like he would just send me the whole album finished and mastered and everything. I was like, I'll put it out, but thanks for doing all of that. And he lives in Oakland, and then we were trying to work out where he could come up to play a beat happening, and then of course the pandemic, and then life. So that may still happen in the future, and it would be wild to like play a show with someone, meet them not for the first time, but like having never performed before, and we got 3 albums worth of music. So this next one, if anyone knows the MC Randall Wyatt, who runs Taking Ownership PDX now, which is a nonprofit that reclaims and restores Black-owned properties around the city. He used to be the lead rapper, singer of Speaker Minds, among other things. I've known him for years, and every once in a while, I'll put out an album, and he'll be like, "Is anyone using this one?" Usually they're not. So he heard this one, wrote a song to it, and then we reworked it to add like a chorus and other stuff. But again, without any prompting, wrote a very introspective song. So I'm gonna play again the little snippet of that, and then the song, part of that song, which isn't released yet. He just finished it, and I thought I'll just play it at my set. All right, here we go.
I'm at the age I wanna take a nap, but still gotta break my back. Not sure if I got it, losing confidence on dating apps. Wrong place to look for love, I find it when I'm making raps and stun you with this golden era flow. I'll leave you taking back. I'm facing facts, I'm pushing numbers and making paper now. It's worth the labor it's made, all of my neighbors proud. Back to writing rhymes down over my favorite sounds. I can't lie, I miss the days when I was playing crowds. It's never too late, a believer in fate. I'm a blessing receiver whose achievements are great, but this grinding all the time had me weak in the brain. Like T.I.'s wife, I need an escape to give me a break. To find freedom, I had to increase my bank, grab some assets, a little afraid when doing taxes. This action has my life filled with movie magic. Keep making impact by staying on news cameras. Keep making impact by staying on news cameras. I thought money would make me happy, I was wrong. I thought giving back would cure my issues, I was wrong. I thought I no longer needed my music, I was wrong. I'm learning everything I need is in me all along. I thought getting women to validate me, I was wrong. I thought nobody could ever hate me, but I was wrong. I thought losing my dad was gonna break me, I was wrong. I'm learning everything I need is in me all along.
All these super abrupt endings. It's just me editing them, so you don't have to listen to like entire songs while I stand here and watch it. They're just teasers. So here's another one. If anyone knows Arev, she's a MC here in town, an event organizer. We met early on when she moved to town, like I think actually the day of I was performing, and she came up and talked with me. Again, during the pandemic, I released this album, Everything at Once. There's a track on there called Kinda Nice. She heard it, wrote a whole song to it, and put it on her EP that she released a few years ago. So I'll play the instrumental again, a little teaser, and then she actually wrote to the instrumental that I released, so the whole song's only 1.5 minutes long. But it sounds longer than that to me. It's like, but again, introspective, very meaningful lyrics, and kind of hopeful in the midst of the pandemic. So let me rock that.
shed a little light. I got dreams of unthinkable things, the likes of which I promise a person has never seen. I got dreams. I got dreams. Flying through the sky with not a worry in my life. Let the breeze hit my wings, yeah, it's kinda nice. Feet graze the water, I transform and take a dive. No apparatus needed, feel the water on my eyes. And I cry from the beauty of it all. Wish I could wake up and draw exactly what I saw, but it's lost in the art, but forever in my heart. If I'ma change the world, I guess loving it to start. Can't afford to miss the mark, can't ignore who we are. But I promise we can change it, so just be patient. And I'll kick it up a notch to the top and never stop aiming. Whether or not you can feel what I am saying, cause life is so much better if you go for what you need, if it aligns with your dreams. All those other people, they can't see what you can see. Look upon these open seas and breathe. There's so much more than what it seems, so much hope the world can bring. So I sing, la 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 la. What a beautiful dream, I got dreams of immeasurable heights. I think it's about time for me to shed a little light. I got dreams of unthinkable things, the likes of which I promise a person has never seen. I got dreams. I got dreams.
I got a few more of these. This next several, four. So I've been not secretly working on a project for years, but I have a friend who's helped me add live instrumentation to beats for years. He goes by Bryvox. He's usually at home with his kids, and so he hasn't played out in a long time. But I remember we were talking about like dream projects and stuff that we were interested in. And I had worked on the soundtrack to a live theater production called Schoolgirls, African Mean Girls Play. And we incorporated a lot of world music compositions and influences in that. And part of me wanted to lean into reggaetons. Because I'm Puerto Rican, it feels like obligatory a little bit, because I don't do salsa. But there, as an experiment, it was a great excuse to kind of make a full album of stuff influenced by these elements. So I brought this very basic track to him, and he added some live instrumentation on top of that. We never even released it, but I met Hulimar, who is an MC who some of you may have seen perform at A Beat Happening years ago. She performed for the first time with us and then started performing everywhere. She heard the beat and again wrote a whole song to it. We rearranged it. Miguel mastered it here at 606. With another performer who was there when she performed, goes Pierre Carbuccia, who goes by Huracan. But I'll play both of those back to back. They're pretty short, but just to hear the evolution of this song that started as an experiment that I never actually released. Then they put it out, and now I'm gonna release it. So just, it starts as an instrumental and then gets into the lyrics, and I blended it again. So here we go. A little more danceable than my other stuff.
costa, esa mirada tuya tan hermosa. Detrás de la nube no espera el sol. Me abraza la brisa y tu voz. Respiro tu aire, tu cuerpo me guía.
Respiro tu aire, tu cuerpo me guía. Ven y dime lo que sientes, qué dice tu mente. Esto que yo siento, baby, es puro y consciente. Cuando estoy contigo yo me pierdo en el presente. Eres lo más lindo que me pasa por la mente. Sí, tu cuerpo cerquitica del mío. Calientito conmigo, no hace frío. Qué suerte con la vida he tenido por tenerte aquí al lado mío.
Esa boca
jugosa,
esa lengüita
sabrosa.
Esta noche se goza.
Esta noche se goza.
Tú y yo solo en la costa, esa mirada tuya tan hermosa. Detrás de la nube no espera el sol. Me abraza la brisa y tu voz.
Respiro tu aire, tu cuerpo me guía. Respiro tu aire, tu cuerpo me guía. La playa contigo en una botella. Tu nombre es un corazón y la arena. La fogata, la luna y las estrellas. Tú el deseo que le pedí a todas ellas. Sí.
Esa boca
jugosa,
esa lengüita
sabrosa.
Esta noche se goza.
Esta noche se goza.
Tú y yo solo en la costa, esa mirada tuya tan hermosa. Detrás de la nube no espera el sol. Me abraza la brisa y tu voz.
Respiro tu aire, tu cuerpo me guía. Respiro tu aire, tu cuerpo me guía.
Yeah, so like I know that to me, like making this music was very much the same process. It's just reggaeton just switches the drums around, but it's still very chill. It's still very like sample based. So it's just been a fun experiment. I got one more. I mean, I got several more, but I know it's almost 7. I thought we'd get out of here early, but sorry. So this next one started as part of that soundtrack I was talking about for the theater production. I made a song called Magic Maker. This was dedicated to my grandmother, my abuela, who passed away. And I remember being at, not her, like I was there when she passed away. She was in a coma, and I remember they put a CD of the coquí, a very annoying but native frog to Puerto Rico, if you've ever been there. It's cute, but not when you have to hear it for every hour of the day. But I wanted to slip it in there. I always wanted to use it as a musical element in a song, so I put it in this beat, this very pretty basic and just meant to be a background track. And then me and Bryvox turned it into a fuller, fleshed out song. And we've done several more since then, but I'll go ahead and play the original beat. It's fairly simple. It's called Magic Maker. And then I'll blend in the more fully fleshed out one. That little, that's the coquí, if you don't know. So it's fun to hear the evolution of stuff like that. Like, you know, when you put stuff out into the world and it comes back or it just changes form. I like being able to share that. I have one more if you want one more. This one is, I'm not gonna play like all the different versions that it was, but this is an example of a direction that me and Bravox have been taking some of this stuff. So it's a little more, it's still got reggaeton stuff in it, but we like amped it up with vocal samples and all kinds of other stuff. So this will be my last one. Yeah. Any questions, I'm happy to answer after the fact, but please just enjoy it. It's only about 1.5 minutes long.
Give it up for Luvjonez, everybody. Luvjonez finishing us out. Thank you guys so much for being here, sticking around. we do have T-shirts. Like I said, some of our artists do have merch in the back if you want to purchase that. I myself, in case you don't know, I don't know if I introduced myself. I'm Lee. I am also a beat maker. I go by Free Tillman. I released an EP about a month ago called Adjusting Each Other's Crowns. So that is available on Bandcamp and all the streaming platforms. I feel like everyone at least once today has approached me and asked me if I was a stand-up comedian. Yes, I am a stand-up comedian. You can follow me Lee H. Tillman on Instagram, and you can see all the dates. On this Wednesday, I'll be at the Nebulous Room, which is in Beaverton. On Thursday, I'll be at Chillinfield, which is in St. John's. Friday, I'll be at McMenamin's, which is right down the street at 7. And then at 9 p.m. the same day, I'll be at New Well Studio. So I'm all over the place all the time. So if you want to know that, very busy when I'm not doing this and making beats. Mad funny, too. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate it so much. Is there anything else that you would like to say?
No, just shout out to all the performers, all the people that stuck around today, all the first-timers that came through. Like, again, this is 7 years of organizing this every month, or 10 months a year. And I appreciate any time. We've moved around a few times, so I appreciate any time people find us, come and participate, whether you're watching or performing. So thank you for all the different genres and styles that were up here today. So yeah, and before everybody leaves, we always like to end it with a giant group photo. So if everyone's cool with that, we can line up in front of the table and we'll all take one.
All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate it.